Manchester United v Crystal Palace, Wednesday night at Old Trafford. I'm going to try and build this up big. I know we're more into the Everton game on Saturday, but this has the potential to be great. And I just want to say before I start off, for all those people who are Lou Van Gaal in, Lou Van Gaal out, as a Manchester United fans, we know he's probably going to go in the summer. But spare a thought or spare a nice little laugh for those Arsenal fans. Leicester are going to win this league. It was there to be won, and Arsenal are still battling for fourth place, and they've stuck with this manager for what feels like 50 years. At least when we've got a bad manager, we'll get rid of them quite quick. Arsenal are stuck with Wenger for a long time. But anyway, back to Manchester United. A big week. I'm going to touch on my starting lineup, and I do want your thoughts because I have got a couple of topics I really want you to fly into. First of all, my lineup pretty much unchanged from the weekend, I suppose. De Gea, Smalling and Blind. Fosu Mensah comes back in at right back over Valencia. I don't know why we're playing Valencia back at right back again. Don't want to see plenty of that. And Darmian I play at left back because Rojo is culpable at left back. He keeps getting skinned game in, game out. And against Palace, they actually have got. We've got to win this game. We've got to beat Palace to have any chance of clinging on to fourth place. We're at home. They've just got a draw at Arsenal. They could cause us problems. They do have players in Balassi and Zaha, Kabay, people like that who can cause us problems. We need to defend first of all, and Darmian is a very good defender. That's why I play him over Rojo. I thought about Borthwick Jackson, but I thought, that we need to defend. We'll have to defend against Palace. We're not an attacking side, so that's why I picked Darmian. Midfield, I thought we really missed Carrick and Herrera. That was the difference from West Ham. Slow ball going forward against Villa. Quick ball going forward against West Ham through Herrera and Carrick. So they come in. Rooney, happy for him to play number 10. Your options really are, if you're not going to be going for Rooney, Lingard or Mata. Mata's way out of form at the moment. Lingard's not a number 10, so it's Rooney every day of the week for me. Right wing, I sort of changed my mind, right midfield. I was going to go with Ashley Young, but he's not really. Lee Van Gaal doesn't seem to be interested in him, so Lingard comes in. Lingard will put a shift in. It is Crystal Palace, it is at Old Trafford. I'm happy for Lingard to play. And then the left side of the midfield sort of creates that problem then, because Memphis wasn't great the first half against Villa, but he was decent the second half. But I still wouldn't play him. I'll play Martial. Memphis just hasn't done enough this season, and that's my first point I want to throw to you lot. Has Memphis got a future at Manchester United? Do you think he can turn it round? Bearing in mind he wears the famous number 7. Should he be wearing the number 7 next season? Has he got a future at Manchester United? I've got a little poll for you up in the left-hand corner there. Do click on that and cast your vote. And also get commenting below what you think the future is for Memphis. It's not as, I accept, it's not as clean cut as should he wear number 7 next season. I think maybe we should take number 7 off him as an incentive, but keep him. I think under a different manager it can still work. He's shown glimpses. I just don't think Louis van Gaal's the right man for him. I personally think he deserves another season, and I still think we can get something out of Memphis, but he needs to improve his attitude. That's where my criticism comes from. Giggs is apparently pulling his hair out with him because he's just such a prima donna, Memphis is. And some of his comments about Van Persie at the start of the season, I didn't like it when he was belittling Van Persie, who's done more for Manchester United than he can ever really dream of. So, Van Persie won as a title, Memphis. You need to book your ideas up before you start having a go at club potential one. Van Persie's probably not a legend, but he's certainly somebody that who means a lot to Manchester United fans. So, yeah, give us your thoughts on Memphis first of all. And Rashford up front. I'm slightly concerned that he won't play Rashford, that he might play Rooney and up front. But I don't want that. I want Rashford to play 100%. But this game, if you can't get up for it because you're more thinking about Everton, do join us tomorrow night. We'll be on air, I think it's an 8 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on air from about 7:30 with the watch along, where we watch it all. We watch the game with you. Live comments up on the screen. Do join us for that 7:30. We really enjoyed that, and more people are getting involved in that. But it's a big game, Palace. It is a big game. We're only 4 points off City and Arsenal. They're playing West Ham, West Brom, Arsenal at home, Newcastle away for Man City. You'd expect them both to win, but if we win and one of them drops points, they've then got to play each other. So our first task tomorrow is to win the game. But not only that, it gets even more exciting. After Crystal Palace, it will be Louis van Gaal's 34th game of the season. David Moyes was sacked after 34 games of his season. Fortunately, he only got 1, and he had 56 points. At the moment, he had 57 points. At the moment, we've got 56 points. So if Van Gaal draws with Palace, he'll have the same points David Moyes had when he was sacked. If he wins, he'll have 2 points more. But having said that, Moyes had scored 56 goals when he was sacked. Van Gaal's going to have to beat Palace 16-0 just to level up with that. So it's an interesting point of view from that point of view. God, repeat himself as to how they're going to compare. And it is a bad season. It has been a really bad season, but fortunately, everybody else around us everyone else around us is having a bad season as well. So first of all, we've got to win tomorrow. I think we will. I've got a feeling it'll be like Watford. Palace will have chances against us, but I think we'll nick the goal, and I think it'll be 1-0, and I would take that because it just puts that little bit more pressure on. So give us your thoughts on that. Give us your thoughts on Louis van Gaal as he approaches his 34th game as David Moyes did. You know, a lot of you people are saying that Moyes was better for Manchester United than that. So that's my second question to you as well. Comment below about Memphis and what you think about him, yay or nay, whether he's got a future. But also Moyes and Van Gaal, as we approach that 34-game anniversary of Moyes' sacking, who's better for Manchester United? Is it Moyes or is it Van Gaal? Because you know I want Van Gaal to go, but to be honest, I'd take Van Gaal every day of the week over Moyes. At least he has revamped the youth team. You know, we've just signed another player 3 days ago. I think Austrian lad. And Fosu Mensa, Martial. I haven't got a problem with what he's done for the youth. What I would say is he should have been a youth director. He's been awful as a manager and awful in the way we play football. But his youth development has been really good. That's what he should have been brought in to do. I wouldn't even mind him staying on from that point of view for a year. But as a manager, no. But I couldn't stand Moyes, and Van Gaal gets it. So I'm going 1-0 against Palace. Do comment below and give us your thoughts. And obviously, we will speak to you on the watch along tomorrow night, 7:30. Join us live for that. And also, I forgot to say, we put up the video yesterday of Zara at Old Trafford asking the fans questions. Do give that a watch. I'll put the link up there. Brilliant video, and we'll be doing that again tomorrow night, asking the fans about Memphis and this Van Gaal thing as well. But this is for the YouTube channel. Get commented below. I want your opinions on those two things. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow night at 7:30 live for the watch along. I think we've got to win. We've got to win now, because I think if we don't, fourth is 100% gone. Thanks for watching. Like the video.